Hey y'all, welcome back to Point to Purpose with Counselor Stewart, Summer Growth Edition. This is episode 1. Rest is part of the growth. This is the space where we talk about students, healing, growth, purpose, and the real work of pouring into people intentionally. And today, we're talking about something a lot of educators, counselors, parents, and helpers struggle with: rest. Not fake rest, not I'm sitting down but still answering emails rest, not I took one nap but I'm still mentally carrying everybody rest. I'm talking about real rest, the kind that restores you, the kind that lets your mind breathe, the kind that reminds you that you're a person before you're a problem solver for everybody else. Because somewhere along the way, a lot of us learn how to survive but forgot how to slow down. And if we're being real, this school year took a lot. It took a lot out of people. Some folks walked out of this year exhausted, emotionally drained, mentally overloaded, running on fumes. Still smiling, still showing up, still helping everybody else, but tired. And one thing about people who pour into others for a living, we know how to keep going even when we probably should pause. Teachers do it, counselors do it, parents do it, administrators do it. We carry people, we hold spaces together, we calm storms while quietly drowning ourselves sometimes. And I think this summer is a reminder that rest is not weakness, rest is necessary. You know what's interesting? People celebrate the pouring. They celebrate the giving, the sacrificing, the helping. But people don't always talk about the recovery needed after all of that pouring. Nobody really asks, how are you doing? What did this year cost you emotionally? What are you carrying home every day? And educators especially, we carry invisible weight. We remember the student that kept shutting down, the student struggling at home, the behavior referrals, the tears, the meetings, the pressure, the expectations. And even during summer, sometimes our minds are still sitting in school hallways emotionally. That's why rest matters. Not just physical rest, mental rest, emotional rest, spiritual rest, because burnout doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes burnout looks like being irritated all the time, feeling disconnected, losing your excitement, struggling to care the same way you used to, feeling exhausted before the day even starts. And when you've been pouring nonstop, your soul starts asking for a pause. Now, let me say this: rest is not laziness. Woo! Somebody needed that. Rest is not you falling behind. Rest is not weakness. Rest is not failure. Even nature rests. Trees have seasons where they look still, but growth is still happening underneath. And I think sometimes we forget that healing is growth too. Silence can grow you, reflection can grow you, peace can grow you. Everything doesn't have to be hustle, hustle, hustle 24/7. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stop running long enough to hear yourself again. Because if we don't rest intentionally, eventually our bodies, minds, or emotions will force us to. And honestly, students need rest too. A lot of kids are carrying more than adults realize: pressure, anxiety, family stress, social pressures, academic pressure, emotional overload. Some students are ending this school year tired too. And summer may be the first time they've had space to just breathe, to rediscover themselves outside of grades and expectations, to laugh more, sleep more, be creative again, feel like kids again. That's why I always say growth isn't only academic. Some students grow emotionally over summer. They grow socially, some heal quietly, some finally feel safe enough to breathe deeply. Growth doesn't always happen loudly. So this summer, I want you to give yourself permission to slow down, permission to disconnect, permission to say no sometimes, permission to protect your peace. Go outside, take a trip, sleep in, read for fun, laugh hard, put the laptop away, drink your coffee while it's still hot for once. And most importantly, stop feeling guilty for resting. You do not have to constantly produce to prove your worth. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. You do not have to constantly produce to prove your worth. Your value was never tied only to what you do for other people. Before we leave today, I want y'all to remember this. Rest is not the absence of growth. Rest is part of the growth. Some of the most meaningful healing happens in quiet seasons. Some of the strongest people are the ones learning how to pause before they completely break. So this summer, breathe deeply. Release what you've been carrying and let yourself recover too. Because the people who pour into others deserve pouring too. Thank y'all for listening to Point to Purpose with Counselor Stewart, Summer Growth Edition. Until next time, keep pouring with purpose because growth doesn't stop in the summer.